Hi students, this is teacher Chrissy and I will be your teacher for today's lesson. Okay, now I want you to open your book on page 35. We are still on the same topic. Okay, we are still talking about dreams. Okay, now for this lesson we are going to talk about this portion. Okay, so we will talk about pronunciation, speaking, and vocabulary. Okay, so that will be our focus for today's lesson. Now, for the pronunciation part, we are talking about sentence stress. Okay, so when you say something and when you say a sentence, okay, sometimes you have to stress some of the words there because it's very important. Okay, that's like what I'm doing right now. So when I said you have to stress some of the words because these words are very important. Okay? So if you listen carefully to the sentence, you will notice that some of the words are stressed out or I said it louder than the rest of the sentences. Okay? So sentence stress is very important because you will understand what is the important words in a sentence, or what's the are the words really that important, or are you giving a very important information in your sentence, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I'm going to let you listen to an audio clip, and this will also be sent, the link will also be sent on the material that I'm going to send to you guys. And you can replay, you can listen to it many times. And then I want you to catch the stressed words in the sentences, okay? So listen carefully. There will be words in the sentences which will be stressed, okay, compared to the other words, okay? So I'm gonna play the audio, and let's listen to the number one. If you can determine the meeting and the boss, are they stressed? How are they stressed? How are they pronounced? How did the speaker say the words? Okay, so let's listen.
3.14. 1,
You'll have a meeting with your boss.
2,
Okay, so if you're going to notice, they said you'll have a meeting with your boss. Okay, that's how the speaker said it. So the pronunciation in the audio file is different from how I pronounce the words. Okay, so you really have to listen carefully. Okay, the way I'm saying it, I'm stressing the words out. Okay, but on the audio file, it's a bit tricky because the speaker is not stressing the words that much, or they're not exaggerating. I am exaggerating the words, okay? But on the audio file, it's a normal conversation tone, so you will not really, pick up the stressed words unless you really listen, okay? So I'm going to play the audio, but again, you can find the link in the material that I'm going to send you, and you can repeat the audio file as much as you want. Okay, let's listen to the rest.
2,
Somebody was playing the violin.
3,
You're going to meet a lot of people.
4,
How did you feel?
5,
I'm meeting her tonight.
6,
She doesn't love me.
Okay, so that's the audio file. I'm going to send you that link later on. Okay, so listen and underline the stressed words or information. Okay, now while you are listening, I also want you to mimic. Okay, when I say mimic, you have to copy how they say the sentences. Okay, this is a very good practice for you so that you can catch the accent, okay? And then once you know how to pronounce words correctly, you will easily understand words when you listen to something, okay? All right, now for the speaking part, unfortunately, we will not be able to do a role play since we are not in a classroom, but we are still going to do a speaking activity, okay? In your speaking activity, I want you to take a short video of yourself telling us about your dream, okay? So tell us about your dream. You don't need to remember everything because usually dreams are created by our imagination. Okay, if we are thinking about something, it will appear in our dreams. And sometimes when you wake up in the morning, you will not remember the dream at all, right? Have you experienced that? Okay, but there are dreams that we remember. So recall the last dream that you remember and tell me something about it. So I want you to take a video of yourself telling us about your dream. Okay? You can share a bad dream or a good dream, a happy dream. It's up to you. Okay? So that's one of your homework. And then for the vocabulary part, this is last. This is your this is third of your homework. So this is the vocabulary part. It talks about verbs and prepositions. Okay? So verbs are action words, and prepositions, it helps us understand better where, when, how things happen. Okay? So these are sample of the prepositions in your book. We have about, for, of, to, and with. So it says here you can use about 3 times as your answer. You can use to 3 times as your answer. And you can use with 2 times as your answer. So you have to answer all 10 questions here. Read the sentence and then find and write the correct prepositions. Now, once you're done with activity A and B, I want you to take a picture and send it to me so that I can check your homework, okay? And I am excited for your videos too, okay? So I'm looking forward for your video about your dream, okay? And I'm excited to watch you talk about your dreams. All right, so that is going to be our lesson for today. And I hope to see you all next time.